Well, I think I've been a part of the Spring Forest family for a couple of years now, so I probably could tell a lot of good stories. But there's a couple things about my story that I think are most compelling. First of all, when I first came to Spring Forest, my husband found it on the internet, but we took the level 1 class. And at that time, I was in a lot of pain. I had a very serious neck injury. And I first went to the class and didn't know really much about it at all. And Master Lin asked for a volunteer who has experienced some kind of physical pain. So my husband said right away, raise your hand, raise your hand. So I went up to the front of the class, hadn't really talked to anybody, so there was no way that anybody could have known what was going on with me. But right away, Master Lin scanned my body and right away found the blockage, or what he called the blockage. I didn't even know what that meant at that time. But right away said, oh, you have pain, right here, and put his hand on the exact spot where I had been having extreme pain, so much so that I was even having a hard time sitting through the class that time. And so he, did what I know now is, removing blockages and what to me looked like waved his hand basically over me, didn't even touch me, and I instantly felt better than I had felt in a long, long time. So right away I knew I had to explore this more. And he asked everyone in the class to just send positive thoughts and send good feelings to Nicole. And I went back and sat down, and everyone at my table said, what did you feel? What was it like? And for me at that time, it just seemed like I felt the vibration in my hands, and I felt something that was definitely a new feeling, something I had never felt before, and I knew I felt better. And so up until that point in the class, I had had a hard time even sitting at the table listening to this new something I wanted to know more about. But I made it through the rest of the class and felt so much better that I was instantly compelled to learn more about Spring Forest. And that was my first experience, which encouraged me to learn more. And at that time, I could barely move my neck. I had, like I said, a severe disc injury, and I had to be driven. I couldn't drive. I was out of work, owned my own business, but wasn't working. And I couldn't turn my head at all to the side, not up or down. And was on lots of pain medications. It was impacting my life very, very severely. Hadn't yet met the healers, but would go on to do that. From there, my experiences have just, like I said, I could talk and talk and talk, but you can clearly see how, it's impacted my life. Doctors wanted to do a 4-level fusion surgery on my neck. I started going to the center then and saw Master Lin and Darcy and Deanne, and I know them all by name now because I started seeing them and practicing daily. And I never did end up having a surgery. Qigong really has been a miracle cure for me. I can move my neck completely. I can turn my head. I'm virtually pain-free when I practice Qigong and do the things that I need to do. And it really has been a miracle in my life. So I'm thankful for Spring Forest and Master Lin and all of the people there. And I just want to shout from the treetops about this amazing thing so people are encouraged to just experience it. It's something you can do for yourself, and that's the most amazing thing. And when Master Lin says to trust him, I think that's the message that I want to say the most about is do trust him, because he is all about love and compassion, and his message is real.